And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Indiana Pacers. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Franz Wagner and the Orlando Magic. And then on Friday, they'll take on Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
And now the Indiana Pacers starters. Nesmith and Siakam are the forwards. TJ McConnell is out there with Halliburton, and it's Zubats in at the 5. And for Houston, MP is out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Alperon Şengün. Then there's Amen Thompson, and it's Shepherd in at the shooting guard position. And if you're a fan of strong post play, you're in for a treat tonight.
Boy, Bia, you remember when the conversation was you don't need centers anymore? Guess what? We're back at it. Two of the best at the 5 spot in this one.
Now here's Nesmith. Halliburton outside. Siakam right side. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And early on, growing up in Cameroon, Pascal Siakam originally trained to be a priest, Doris.
It's an incredible story, B.A., because his father sent him away to pursue that vocation, but in fact, Pascal was miserable. And it wasn't until he attended a basketball camp that he found love of the game, and the rest, as they say, is history.
Now here's McConnell. A valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. Siakam outside. Gets the 3 to fall. Siakam's got 6 points.
There's no hesitation in catch-and-shoot situations for Pascal Siakam. He has turned himself into a legitimate threat.
Here's Shepherd. 23 points his last outing. Jackson finds Thompson to the paint. That's good from Jackson on the assist by Shepherd.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Eason. Şengün passes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Come on, man, so aggressive. MP, that trait will take you a long way in this game.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat, and we talked about the growth of Tyrese Halliburton as a player. Coach's eyes lit up, saying, I'm in awe of the steps that he's made. The vision and the scoring was always there, but now the decision-making has gone to another level. It makes life harder playing against him, but as a fan of the league, we love to see it. Everyone is a fan. Brian, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. And it's the Pacers with the ball. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. Zubac passes to Halliburton. There's Nesmith with a three. Connects from downtown.
Boy, Aaron Nesmith has put in the work on his shot, and it is paying dividends. That's a big-time bucket.
Inside, Jackson. And MP throws it down.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
And Siakam has got the ball here for Indiana. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
You have to credit the game plan going in, especially at the offensive end, where they were just so relentless.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Kickball.
Off his leg. The official saying it was kicked. And Indiana with some changes.
Oh, so you telling me you
Comes in
didn't see
for
that of
Pascal
all the
Siakam.
people,
And
right?
it's Walker in for Nesmith.
Come on,
And
bro.
just a
Of all the people, you
And they
didn't
got
see
a
that,
high-powered
right?
finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
And Grant, while most didn't expect it, last season the Pacers made the second NBA Finals appearance in their franchise's history.
Yeah, B.A., there's so much belief right now in that locker room. They never feel like they're out of a game, and that makes them dangerous.
Here's Shepherd. Yet to see a basket. And the dunk by Jackson.
MP is cooking right now, and folks, this is exactly what we expected from this young man.
Pacers trail by 3. And here's McConnell. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Heat in Miami. Pass to Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. 4-3. The rebound by Jackson.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan. Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Now here's Toppin. He's coming off a 13-point game against Miami.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Here's Jackson.
Come on,
And
bro.
Toppin pulls
Come
it down.
on.
Pacers trail by 5. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A nice shot by Zubac.
Yeah, that's Zubac just carving out space with that big frame.
To the middle. Here's Jackson. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
MP getting it done for Houston. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. More 2K action in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
They've got Dorian Finney-Smith, Aaron Holiday out there with Fred VanVleet. Then it's Steven Adams, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Now here's Adams. Finney-Smith up top. Three-pointer, VanVleet hits the three-pointer. VanVleet's got his first 3 points of the game.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Pacers have shown that they can be a threat in the East. Coach Rick Carlisle said, there's nothing wrong with high expectations. What you don't want is a situation of apathy, where expectations are low and all you're ever doing is selling hope. That's not why I came here. Back to you.
They are for real. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Green is checked in. The Pacers also with a sub. Furphy's checked in for Jones. VanVleet up top. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Outside Finney-Smith. VanVleet scanning the floor. to Finney-Smith. From behind the arc. Indiana with a rebound. Following this game, they host the Magic, and that's the first of just 2 home games for him. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, what ferocity on...
Substitute play, and Houston will go for a different look here. MP's checked in for Adams. Alperen Sengun comes in for Green. Eason's checked in for Finney-Smith. And it's Shepard in for Okogie. Then for Indiana, Toppin, he's checked in for Huff. Halliburton comes in for Furphy. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Shepard.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And you watch
Come
Alperen
on,
Sengun. He's a beast on the blocks, Chris.
Yeah, B.A., he throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
Well, Siakam just staying strong inside, finds the finish through it.
Getting it done inside, MP.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
McConnell passes to Walker. Outside for Halliburton. The steal. McConnell against Van Vliet. And the layup is good off the glass. Van Vliet's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, what a nifty move from Fred Van Vliet. Works so hard on the handle, so tough.
Pass to Siakam. Outside
Step up,
for
somebody.
McConnell. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, not much defensive pressure on that three, but he still couldn't make it.
To the inside. MP packs it home.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Toppin outside. Jacks up a 3. The Pacers again can't hit. The Rockets lead by 4. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Walker pulls down the board. Indiana has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. McConnell passes to Toppin. A shot that time not on target.
Boy, that's an example of a player taking what the defense gives you, just doesn't work out in his favor, right? He misses the shot.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
And so McConnell will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. This is the first they're seeing of Houston.
And last year's games were interesting to watch, considering that each team came out with a win against the other.
And the fact that they split their 2 meetings last season. Does one try to get a leg up?
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
He's checked in for Van Vliet. Zubac, he's checked in for Indiana. Nesmith comes in for Walker. 34 seconds left in the first half. Toppin passes to McConnell. Some nice passing by Indiana here. And the ball out of play. The Rockets will have it.
You have to be more careful with the basketball. These are possessions that you don't get back.
The Rockets lead by 8. Thompson scanning the floor. Here's MP. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
What?
Now here's Nesmith, defended by Easton. Here's Halliburton. Zubac. Yep, that one goes. Zubac has got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, ball movement creating a great look. Every coach loves this.
And so it's the Houston Rockets with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back after this word.
Hey folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now in this one for the Houston Rockets.
What's impressed me, Ernie, is the ball movement. You need to make that extra pass to get good looks.
Assists have been key for them. I'm sure they'd like to replicate that down the stretch. All right, next up, we've got some potential competitors in this year's three-point contest for you.
A bunch of long-range snipers, cold-blooded. Still a way to go with the selection process, but this is a strong start.
No. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's been on his head so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about the upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you for the report. On the court for the Pacers, Nesmith and Siakam are the forwards. TJ McConnell is out there with Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Zubats in at the 5, down low. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Yeah, excellent play by MP on the offensive glass, working to keep the play alive.
Pacers trail by 8. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Cavaliers was tremendous. He contributed 42 points, and as you might expect, he was usually first up to clear the boards, hauling in those loose balls for his squad. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. And the only question now, how does he follow up that performance?
Yeah, each night comes with different challenges, and I'm sure their opponent has seen the film.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Here's Thompson after the basket by Indiana on the other end. McConnell looking around. Pass to Halliburton. Five to shoot. Now here's Siakam. Fires from deep. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Siakam's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's had terrific momentum all game. Pascal Siakam in his bag offensively.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Now here's McConnell. No points yet. And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. He's really been spectacular lately. Here's your Western Conference Player of the Week, MP.
Now, you really can't be mad at this pick. Just look at the point totals he's been posting lately. No question, this guy has been giving a superstar effort and has earned this.
Now here's McConnell. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Siakam, the pass to Zubats. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got 9 rebounds now.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Oh,
Pacers trail
you
by
bitch.
5. Pass to Zubats. Siakam against Jackson. Siakam, the pass to Halliburton. Kicks it out to Siakam. Just 4 to shoot.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Fires the 3. MP with the block.
Wow, the defensive instincts of MP shining through on that block.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
What the fuck up we do, nigga? I really like that.
Finney Smith checked in for Houston. And the Pacers also making a change. Walker, he's checked in for Nesmith. Pass to Shepherd. Back to Jackson. Houston working the ball around. And MP throws it down.
And Shepherd is an unselfish guard. He's fantastic at moving the ball and setting up his teammates.
And here's McConnell. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Halliburton outside. The Pacers again can't hit.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it. And it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And Doris, you look at Ivica Zubac. His game is elevated to a point where he's near the top of opposing scouting reports.
What's fascinating to me, BA, is there were a couple of years where we were saying the traditional fives are no longer part of the game. Not true. Zubac is a throwback. He plays two strengths, playing in the paint, rebounding the basketball, and affecting the game with that 7-foot frame.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Okogie comes in for Eason, and Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Shepherd. A big group substitution here for Indiana. Huff's checked in for Zubac. Toppin comes in for Pascal Siakam. Shepherd, he's checked in for Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Jones in for McConnell. And so it's Houston with it. After the basket by Indiana on the other end. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
When you see a young player with a level of physicality, MP doing work on the inside.
And last season, the Pacers started the playoffs with home court advantage for the first time in over a decade, Graham.
Yeah, the 4th seed in the NBA. And with a blend of youth and experience on the roster, this is a team built to win now and into the future.
Here's Shepherd. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's Finney Smith. And he throws it down with one hand.
Now, Dorian Finney-Smith has the ability athletically to finish near the cup, and he does so there.
Pass to Huff. Shot is up. Plenty of room to knock down that one. Huff's got his second bucket on the night.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Oh, shit!
Now here's Jones, guarded closely. And the call will be against Fred VanVleet. That's his first foul. Houston making a change here. Jackson is checked in. Then for Indiana, Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. And Tyrese Halliburton subbed in for Furphy.
Ticks on you.
Jackson, the pass to Finney Smith. That's good from Jackson on the assist by VanVleet. VanVleet's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, more points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
They've got Josh Okogie, Alperon Sengun out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. It's Fred VanVleet, and it's MP in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
They need to grab him. I thought we was true. Why you don't really got him?
MP outside. VanVleet outside. Oh, they pick off the pass. Down low. Oh, deflected. Puts up the 8-footer. And all around the rim that time before dropping. MP's got 15 points here in the second half. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition
looking for easy ones, that's big time.
I ain't gonna spell it out for you motherfuckers all the time.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Houston making some changes. Eason's checked in for Finney Smith. Shepard comes in for Okogie. And it's Thompson in for Fred VanVleet. Then for Indiana, Ivica Zubac checked in for Huff. Neesmith comes in for Toppin. And it's McConnell in for Shepard. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked with the team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you. Now here's Easton. And it's in there!
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
Now Siakam. McConnell outside. Now Siakam. The inside look is good for the big man, Pascal Siakam.
Well, this is your 2019 most improved player, and now Siakam trying to become that franchise-level guy, carrying the load tonight.
Here's Thompson. 3-on-3. McConnell with it. Now Thompson defending. Siakam. You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery through basketball without borders.
I think the value of Pascal Siakam is the skill set on both ends of the floor. He can play multiple positions either end, and he can lift his team in any number of ways.
And those two misses could prove to be huge. They're not making it easy for themselves now.
Halliburton fires. Oh, Halliburton deadly from deep.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
Nice find by Thompson. Look, good to see him sharing the ball like this.
Pacers trail by 12. McConnell outside. Siakam, he sticks the fadeaway jumper.
His fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Rockets.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And this will give them their 28th win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for NP.
Boy, he was really aggressive going after missed shots. That's how you win on the margins and have your team control the pace of a game.
Now Halliburton for 3. Knocks down a corner 3. Halliburton.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now Jackson.
Come on.
The 9-foot shot. Zubac pulls it down. And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Now let's send it over to Jennifer Quintana. Take it away, Jennifer.
I'm here with one of the victors. MP, you were looking for your teammates tonight, and they delivered.
I was trying to let the game come to me. Read the defense, make the right pass, and trust my teammates to make the shots. It's not always simple, but tonight it was for us.
Well, it was great trust out there. Thank you, MP.
Thank you.
Ryan, over to you.